What's good, superstars? Back with another Pokemon TCG Pocket video. You got Superstar Joe, you got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob? Fighting energies. Put on the fighting energies on. I got triple energies. Yep, that's what it is, but this is not a fighting energy challenge. It is something else you guys are going to see. But guys, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification. You know, whenever we post some deck builds, some battles, some speculation, this video has got it all. Hopefully you guys stick to the end. Watch the whole thing. You can become a VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You're going to get one of these stars next to your name. You can level up through the ranks. Flex on them in the chat. Let us know what level you are. And if you get to that super duper rare, you're going to get one of these mailed to you in the mail. That takes 2 years of loyalty to get one, but they are exclusive for those who have held on for 2 years. And we're glad to say that we have a bunch of people and some new friends because of this program. So Superstar VIP, definitely highly recommend joining as a VIP membership. Follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, join the Discord. We have a TCG channel, particularly just for anyone interested in this app, or you want to talk about deck builds, you want to talk about anything to do with this app, you want to talk to us outside of the videos. We're in there all the time. Join the Discord.
Yeah, guys, Discord is the place where Superstar Nation comes together. We really recommend everybody join the Discord. You could talk about all your favorite projects whenever you want in the Discord 24/7. Make sure you guys join. Glad to say it's a very healthy environment with all the different projects that we track. But yeah, Joe, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about some trading speculation here. I don't know if you have the tweet coming up. I love that they gave a beautiful update plans, a beautiful roadmap, kind of a light roadmap of what they plan to do in the future. And we've all seen it. We've all seen under the friends tab, the middle tab, trade coming soon. So I have that right here. I'll just pull this up quickly. Right in the bottom right corner here, a feature will be this will be a feature available in a future update. So we're all very, very excited about it. So Joe, why don't we just speculate a little bit? What do we think the restrictions are going to be? Because in the write-up here, they're saying that not necessarily everything's going to be available.
I think they probably want to start out. Like, first of all, let's look at the write-up here before we get into that. But it says in this middle paragraph, it says, to begin, we plan with we plan to add new booster packs by the end of the year. In addition, we are aiming to add a new feature which allows certain cards to be traded starting in January 2025. We are planning to gradually expand the selection of cards that are able to be traded. So I think what they're trying to do here is limit the total, like the number of cards that can be traded this way, that people still are incentivized to buy the packs from the store, because otherwise they're going to let someone else do the pulling. Maybe someone with some bigger, deeper pockets, and then they need one card and they're going to trade them for, who knows if you're going to even be able to do more than a 1-for-1 trade, if it's going to be a 1-for-2 trades, 1-for-3 trades. We don't know what to expect here. Obviously, IRL, you can trade as many cards as you want for as many cards as you want. But are they going to keep it to the basic types? Because maybe the full art cards or some of those other ones, they're going to want you to have those chase items from the packs. I could see that being what it is. But there's all kinds of other ideas. Rob, you have any other ideas? Maybe what they could do with these limited trading options?
Well, like, I think where they're going with this is the EXs. I think the crowns and the EXs are where they're going with this. I think what they want to do is, and this is complete speculation, but I think they're aware that if you allow trading, you may end up with kind of a black market in the background. Now, I don't know if they really care that much, but maybe to start, to ease people into it, don't put out the rarest stuff. Allow people just to trade kind of 1, 2, 3-star cards only. And then I have a feeling, because I've seen them do this in other games, where if you want to trade something better than that, like a 4-star or a crown, you're going to have to unlock some kind of access in a different way. They may make people have to pay for the premium in order to trade those kind of cards. I personally think that they will not just open the floodgates to everything. They're going to kind of give you access to certain kinds of trading only if you do certain things. And it could be, events. They might run a trading event where, okay, you're allowed to trade all EX water Pokemon this weekend. And it just kind of helps like filter and limit any kind of, outside marketing that people may do on eBay or whatnot to make the trade. Pure speculation. Or they may not care at all. They might just not care. Or maybe they'll stick to trading events. But if I was Pokemon, just open the floodgates. Who cares? Just let everybody trade whatever they want and be done with it.
I think there's so many things that they can do. I love the idea of having like a water event where you can trade all water Pokemon on this weekend, and then after that it's cut and now next you can trade whatever. Like it's like certain events, like you're going into like one of these Poke Centers and actually getting it done. That would be amazing. But what if you could only trade? Like, this is the thing. It's not the first time that we've seen them limit uses of certain cards. If you played any of the solo battles and you want to get some of those flags, sometimes you have to be able to beat a solo battle using only 1, 2, or 3 diamonds. You can't even use a star Pokemon to win the challenge to get that flag. So they've already done limitations in that way, where you get some of the lower end cards getting use cases. I mean, it's cool because then you learn how to use the other cards that maybe not everybody's using on the versus battles. But when it comes to trading, maybe they start off with you're only allowed to trade diamonds, but maybe you can trade stars if you obtain flare on them. We've seen this flare, and to me, it doesn't really mean much. You get a little graphic on it when you play the card. Whoop-de-freaking do. I don't care about that. Maybe if it becomes a use case where, oh, now that it has flare, you can now trade that card. That might make people start to burn their other cards, make them a little bit more valuable. Obviously, not as many people will have them if there's these burnings or where you get rid of them to get the extra flare. Maybe flare is something that we see implemented into trading. That is some wild speculation. One of the fellow superstars actually dropped that in the inbox. So shout out to you. Don't know if you want to go public with it, but not our idea. But I think that is a pretty crazy one if it does come true.
Yeah, the flare, I actually haven't done anything. I haven't burnt a single card with the flare, but I think there is more to come with the flare, something more meaningful with it. All right, so we got a lot of questions, and we had a commenter last time talk about like deck creation. So I'm just going to go through the deck that I personally use. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So when we I've done a decent amount of battles in my time now, and it took me a while, but what I realized is that I personally don't believe there's any one deck which will win all the time. There's also a lot of luck. Like, you can have a great deck, but you still have to get lucky in a way that the cards come when you need them to. So your expectation should right off the bat be you're not going to win every battle. But I'm going to showcase today my Mewtwo deck, and I think this one is a really popular one online. I think you will face a lot of people with Mewtwo decks. And it's a really simple deck. And the way I use mine, I'm not sure how other people use theirs, but personally, I like to use mine. It has to be made of only the Ralts and the Mewtwo's. So Mewtwo is a super rare card. The beauty of a Mewtwo is that it's like one of the only, it may be the only basic card with like this like elite, right? Like it has the 50 on the Psychic Sphere, which is the 2, you have to put 2 energies on it to do that. Then you have the side drive at 150, and it's a basic EX. So you could get that when you use a Pokeball to draw a basic card. You can get this Mewtwo. So you want to go in there. You don't want to populate it with too many random basic cards. You want to stick just to the Ralts and to the Mewtwo so that you know you're going to get that Ralt and you're going to get that Mewtwo. Because when you start the game, you're going to get 1 of 4. Every battle begins, you're guaranteed 1 basic Pokemon. So you're either getting the Mewtwo, you're getting the Ralts. And usually you pick up one of these cards or the Professor Oaks where you'll be able to scrounge your way and get the other one. If you're able to evolve the Ralts all the way to Gardevoir, then you can basically stack its ability, Psy Shadow, and get 4 energies over and over and over again and just constantly hit damage the other guy with 150. So I don't know if you face this, Joe. What you think about this?
So one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people use this when you play Versus. And if you ever want to learn how to make a deck, like that might be one of the best plays. Go play Versus, and you're going to see a lot of people using similar types of decks. This is one that I saw multiple times. The reason people do this is because Gardevoir can be stashed on the bench. Doesn't even have to be in the active spot to be able to add that extra energy onto Mewtwo. So Mewtwo's chilling there, and every turn you're getting 2 energies. It only takes you 2 turns to load up and hit 150 damage. So kind of an OP move if the cards fall right? You could also have it happen where you don't get a Ralts, but you get Corellia, you get Gardevoir in your bench. You can't even add them because you don't have anybody to drop them on top of. And then you have Mewtwo there, and it's taking 4 turns to get you to that max hit. If you're facing a Pikachu deck that's hitting you with 90 damage after 2 turns, by the time you get your 4th energy, if you don't have that set up in the background, your Mewtwo could be gone, and you could be losing 2 points because EX, obviously, 2 points for every time that you get knocked out. So why don't we jump into some action here, see how the deck plays out. Obviously, there's no guarantees. You could win, you could lose. We could talk through it here. It's the first time we could do a talk through battle, see what we got. Maybe the Juju will be with us. I mean, if you're new to the channel, we call Juju for any type of luck or good fortune, and I think we're going to see if we get that today.
one thing I'll note, Joe, is I like to go in there with doubles of potions, double of XPs, double of Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Giovanni's, and Sabrina. So this is how I like to go in. But you know, I can't. Again, it depends on the luck of the cards. So we're gonna go ahead and go in there. Let's see if the Juju's with me. There's been a couple of times where I've opened packs on this channel and I've pulled the X's. So we're gonna go ahead and do a random match, and let's go ahead. Let's do it.
So one thing I've noticed that I've made a mistake on a few times in battling, I don't know if you guys have done the same thing, but you can only play one gym leader at a time. So you can like open a Pokeball, you could play Professor Oak, you can do whatever, but sometimes I'll play Professor Oak ahead of thinking, and then I won't be able to play Giovanni. And then sometimes you need that extra 10 to take out the guy. So I've done that a few times. Hopefully we don't do that today.
Right.
There you go, right off the bat.
Right, you're guaranteed. It's a bit laggy on the screen here, but right off the bat, you're guaranteed to get at least one basic Pokemon. So it's either going to be the Mewtwo or the Ralt. So it's I like starting off with the Mewtwo ideally. It also depends on what the other guy's doing. He seems to be going very slow here, really taking his time.
He knows he's on video.
He must know. Yeah, he must know he's on video. Here we go.
Maybe he's gonna concede.
Oh, look at this. We got the Alakazam deck. We got the, which is not bad. It's not a bad matchup. I think the Mewtwo deck. I personally find there's a lower win weight with the Pikachu deck because the Pikachu deck, like you said, very quickly it's able to get its 2 stars, or its 2 energies, and it can start really doing some devastating damage. He also has, it looks like, the Dark. Which is also a good counter to Mewtwo because the dark types, they have the extra 20 bonus hit, right? Mm-hmm. So it's this might be a tough battle. So this is what I was talking about, the Pokeball. So now they got
you're usually
you're gonna get a Pokeball. Got me the Ralt. Okay, looking good. So starting off, not a bad first round. Let's end our turn. Let's keep going here. Hopefully, I can get the Gardevoir so that I'm gonna be able to evolve this Ralt on the next turn. Right, so I'm happy with that, and I might get lucky. Let's see if the Juju's with me. We have a thinker on the other side here. Really likes taking his time.
You've got a Sabrina in there as well, right? So hopefully, you can fake him out and then just Sabrina out his Alakazam. That'd be nice.
Yeah, if needed. It looks like I have a little bit of time right now. His Alakazam is going to need to have 3 unless he has some tricks up his sleeve. I can even hit him with 250s on that, and I think it'll do some pretty good damage. So we'll give him the second one here. We're going to evolve him or her, and let's see what we got here. I have the Sabrina, but it's going to do 50 damage anyways. I'm going to go ahead and hit this Alakazam because I really
That's the thing with the Mewtwo. You can still hit on your way to getting up to the 150 damage. So
that's right.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
That's right. That's right. I got the X speeds too. This is why I like the X speeds. If anybody Sabrina's me, forces me to swap out, I can come in here. I don't have to. The energies become very difficult. So you want every energy matters, right? And that's the reason why I have these X speed, so I can flip out and get out of there if needed.
That's a beautiful card, by the way. That's a beautiful card.
Yep, I gotta watch out here. I'm in.
You got a Giovanni though.
I do have a Giovanni. I gotta watch out. I don't have what I need right now. I'm gonna have to make a decision. So he really needs his energy. He's gonna be able to come in and really hurt me after this.
You have a potion or you used it already? Oh,
I don't. I still have potion. So his damage will be 60 plus 30 plus 30. It's going to be a 120 damage. So I will survive it. I don't have a potion, but I will survive it. So I'm going to go ahead. I mean, what do you think, Joe? I could swap it out, but that's just going to give him more time to swap back in. Which
I think you should kick him out. I think you should kick him out because, well, he's going to have to waste an energy to come back in unless he has an X speed, right?
He might have the X speed. I think I got to go for it.
Okay.
I can't add another energy. I'm going to have to do this, and I'm going to have to go ahead and give him a shot. I mean, this is going to be 50. He's going to hit me with 120. I'm going to take out Alakazam, and then we're going to hope, fingers crossed, if I get the Gardevoir, I might be able to follow it up.
Why didn't you add the energy to Mewtwo?
I didn't because Alakazam will give me
every time he hits you, it depends on how much energies you have.
An additional 30 more damage for every energy. Oh, this is surprising. He wanted me to see. This is surprising here. This is surprising. He doesn't want to lose it. That's okay. Mewtwo's not getting that third energy. He's not getting it. So he's gonna hit me here with 40. This is gonna hurt, and we might have a bit of a problem here. This is super effective against Psychic, so it's always a tricky deck to battle. But I got it. but I got it.
There you go, Gardevoir. Perfect.
I got it. So I would like a potion as well, but I can do this pretty much like this. I don't have a potion, unfortunately.
So you see how you got when you have that ability, you don't even have to have it in the active spot. You just click on the Pokemon on the bench, and they conceded.
Yeah, he can, and in the end, he bent the knee. He conceded. A lot of people will concede when they see that. I think he was actually in an okay position. I'm surprised he conceded because I didn't have my second Mewtwo yet. All he had to do, even though he would have hit me with 120, so when I killed his dude, he could have swapped him in. I would have taken him out, but I'm pretty sure the Alakazam isn't an EX. So I think it was a bad concede on his part.
I'm surprised that he pulled Alakazam out.
You know, I'm surprised too. But you know what? This is how it is. You could have
done some major damage to your Mewtwo, taking out 2 points on the next turn after that.
I personally think he conceded a little bit premature. But you know what? I'll take it. We're live right now on video. We're not going to do another battle, and I'm glad to say I walk away with that W. So, I mean, there you guys saw it. That was a live action of the Mewtwo deck. It's pretty simple. And it's pretty effective. It usually does a pretty good job. And that was a bad matchup. He has super effectiveness against me. That had Dark in the deck. Alakazam's not a bad one either. It's there on purpose to counter this kind of high energy guys. But watch out for the Pikachu deck as well. But definitely, I'd be curious to hear you guys thought. If you use the Mewtwo deck, let me know in the comments below. What do you do differently than me? Do you choose to do anything different at all compared to what you just saw in this battle? Maybe different type of the support cards?
Oh, true.
Right?
I want to hear from them what other decks they use. I want to know what decks do you guys use? Do you want to see us try your decks?
Yeah.
Also, what other decks do you know of or have you seen in battle that you would love to see reviewed on the channel? I think this will be a good segment if we start to review types of decks, try a battle with it, see how it goes, see what our favorite decks are at the end of this. But I mean, it's just a lot of fun. We're still addicted to the game. We've passed all the solo missions and we still find ourselves jumping in there, opening packs, playing a bit. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, and another thing, that's a video for another time, but do those missions within the solo missions because you could get a whole bunch of VIP tickets, maximize your hourglasses. Joe, before we head out, I'm going to do one more thing for the fam here. I'm going to go ahead and open up a pack. I've had some pretty good juju.
Not even a Mewtwo pack on a Mewtwo video? Come
on.
No,
you know what I should have. I should have done that. I should have done that. But anyways, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah. All right. Let's just see if there's any EXs in here. Let's see.
Oh, that was beautiful though.
Nice all right, not bad. I don't have this Charmander, so
full art.
I will take it. This is, I guess, the art card there. So, I mean, that's it, guys. So, really appreciate everybody tuning in right now. Let us know in the comments below what kind of deck you use, what decks you want to see, and if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar fam, hit the bell if you want to get every single video, and maybe a couple times a week. And also, thank you to our VIPs, $200 a month, Star Beside Junior Access Spreadsheet giveaways, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.